Ladies and gentlemen, live from Lima, Shenanigans of 1977 is Wednesday or Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for AEW Dynamite or Collision Event Center. And now here's the man that will bring you the happenings of AEW All Elite Wrestling action, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977, episode 2586 of the show, October the 4th, 2025, 10:50 p.m. What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Hope your week was better. Hope your week was great. Mine was kind of awful. Mostly it was on here on the internet that went awful, but the rest of my week was not that bad, really. You know, it's been a little crazy at work, of course. You know, sometimes when a coworker calls out, you have to fill in and all that good stuff. So I ended up doing that, but you know, it's starting to run smoothly a little bit. So I have a coworker on vacation next week, so I'm kind of like I'm well prepared for whatever comes at me. I'm only working till 11 o'clock in the mornings, anyways, unless things change. So that's because usually we have people VIP people coming in and all that good stuff and everything else in between. But mind I digress. I already took my shower this afternoon, so I don't have to worry about waiting till 12:30 to take my shower anymore. So, and I've already done my laundry. My laundry is done. My clothes are set. My clothes are set. I got my bed just got made and everything else in between. So I can relax. I can relax and tell you guys what happened on Collision. There's a lot of promos. You know, it's almost like Saturday Night Main Event-ish type, promos. You know, remember on NBC back in the day in the World Wrestling Federation when they cut promos before the show actually started. So yeah, Jet Speed and Willow Nightingale cut a promo on FTR, of course. Kevin Knight goes up against a member of FTR, and Willow Nightingale has joined forces with them recently. And then Stokely kind of responds. Stokely, that love child of Charles Barkley and Kevin Hart. You know, that guy, unbelievable. He's just an idiot. I mean, he always got that goofy look on his face. Everything gets mad. You know, like. I'm like, he acts like a total little kid. He calls himself Big Stokely. I get no hose. No wonder why you get that stupid angry look on your face. You seriously. You get, Stokely Hathaway. You know what? Now you know why you don't get any hose. You get, like I said, again, Stokely Hathaway's got that stupid look on his face. I can't resist doing that. It's too funny. Anyways, so LFI got a promo as Dralistico going up against Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston kind of responds, and yeah, I think Eddie Kingston wants to slap some people around, that's for sure. Anna Jay, the lovely Anna Jay. Now, rumor has it that Anna Jay and Jack Perry broke up, but I don't know if that's true or not. So, if that's the case, man, I don't know what you guys are thinking, you know. Anyways, Anna Jay decides to issue a challenge to Jamie Hayter. She wants to prove herself like Tyne Mello did this past Wednesday night on Dynamite against the former AEW Women's World Champion. That's hard for me to even say. Timeless One, Toni Storm. And so there's that. Orange Cassidy and Paragon cut a promo on the Don Callis family, which after the Paragon, Roderick Strong took off, and then Kyle O'Reilly found him, and then Orange Cassidy about to go, but then Pac confronts him and challenges him to a matchup at Homecoming, at Title Tuesday. They said, okay. He said, okay, yeah, whatever, I accept the challenge. Like in Orange Cassidy fashion. So to kick it off with a trios matchup, Jay Lethal teaming up with Adam Priest and the Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington, went up against Death Riders Jon Moxley, Daniel Garcia, and Claudio Castagnoli, while the Swirl, Big Shotty Lee Johnson, and the Vanilla Baby, Blake Christian, watching the matchup. In the end, the Death Riders win the matchup, and then Daniel Garcia grabbed the microphone and confronted Matt Menard, and basically told him why he joined up with the Death Riders. He wants to be with the winners. And by being around you, I keep losing matches, but I don't want to be like that parasite over there, which with Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness like give you that look like, excuse me. I think Daniel Garcia is going to realize that I think he made a big mistake insulting the former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion like that. And believe me, dude, I would not be in Daniel Garcia's shoes right now. Let me tell you. So, and then Renee Paquette interviewed the Waynes, Nick and Shayna Wayne, along with Kip Sabian, and they were confident that that Mick Wayne will be back on his feet in no time at all. But the training doctor said it'd be more 6 to 8 weeks, and they're not very happy about it. So it's like, oh, geez. So I'm going to a real doctor. And Nick Wayne is the men's world television champion of Ring of Honor. So if he has to miss more time, he may have to either give up that belt or they may have to have an interim champion, like they're doing now with Mina Shirakawa being the women's world television champion for Ring of Honor. Red Velvet is the original champion. So we'll see what happens in that situation. Meanwhile, Lexi Nair interviewed Max Caster, showing off his best wrestler alive, Guinness Book certificate, and then Big Bill and Brian Keith interrupt him and decide to challenge. I can kick your butt and everything else. And then Anthony Bowens shows up with with all of his little plaques and everything else. He was a cover on a magazine. There was a cover on one of the covers of the magazine and everything else. And it was Mr. 5-2 player. Why don't you two will kick your butts? And they say, fine, we'll do it. And then when Lexi Nair goes, the Acclaim is back together at Homecoming? No, we're not the Acclaim. Clean that up. Shut up, you jerk. Call Lexi Nair a jerk. Come on, Max Caster. Well, fighting Max Caster, I knock him out. Shave his mustache. He's the best wrestler alive. I can rap better. I'll be the best rapper alive, you homies. Whatever. Anyways, I want to tell Anthony Bowens, just, you don't like Max Caster? I'm going to humiliate him a little bit and hold him up, put him in that barber's chair so I can shave his head and his mustache. That's what I would do. I'd be worse than Bruce the Butter Beefcake. I got the razor. Okay. Anyways, the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Rush and Sammy Guevara of LFI, Los Facción Ingobernable, went up against in a non-title match, Shane Stetson and Cha-Cha Charlie. Imagine that. And imagine going up against a guy named Cha-Cha Charlie. I would say a guy named Choo-Choo Charlie. Because I don't think Rush and Sammy Guevara will stand a chance against a trained spider, a spider, that spider has the body of a train and the face of a clown, for goodness sakes. And it's a video game character, for goodness sakes. And I'm scared of spiders. I don't like spiders. The only spider I like is daddy long legs and those little baby jumping spiders, the small ones, the spooters that you see on the videos. And they're doing the little thing and all that. And they're a little cutesy and all that. Little beady-eyed cutesy, but those are the only kind of spiders I like. The little baby jumping spiders and they're spooting and all that good stuff. Like you show in the Facebook videos and stuff. Like you keep as pets or something like that. I don't like tarantulas. I don't like, black widows. I don't like those regular looking spiders, or wolf spiders and all that. I'll squish them. Black widows, don't stay away from me. I know they're not around here, thank God, but, I don't end up like Spider-Man. Oh, a radioactive spider bit me. I'm Spider-Man now. Or Spider-Woman, Spider-Woman's same thing. Like the spider bite was almost lethal. But the father saved her life and inadvertently gave her some spider and superpowers, And Jessica Drew, unbelievable. Didn't know there was a Spider-Woman cartoon out there in Marvel. I'm very surprised they don't add her in the Marvel Cosmic Invasion, or put her in a new Marvel vs. Capcom game. Come on, we need a new Marvel vs. Capcom game. Anyways. All joking aside, Rush and Guevara won that matchup against Cha-Cha Charlie and Shane Stetson. Meanwhile, the next matchup was ready to go. Dralistico was in the ring. Eddie Kingston and Hook came out, so Eddie Kingston went up against Dralistico. Kingston ended up winning that match while Sammy Guevara was joining on commentary during that matchup. And then the MTV Collection came out. That would be Johnny TV, formerly known as Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, and you got Mason Madden and Mansoor, along with the lovely Taya Valkyrie. They issued a challenge, and aka was a casting call, and then the members of the Don Callis family, TNT champ Kyle Fletcher, Walking Weapon Josh Alexander, and Konosuke Takeshita, who does not feel comfortable being around Kazuchika Okada as of late. Anyways, and Don Callis family members winning the match. And I'm telling you something right now, Don Callis family is going to end up being like the NWO. Too many members in that group. Who knows what's going to happen? Don Callis must have a lot of money to pay these guys. That's for sure. Anyways, Lexi Nair interviewed Dalton Castle and the Outrunners, and Dalton Castle was like, I don't know what to do, and everything's coming in. The Outrunners were really excited, and they helped him up and said, well, we got to get going. I think I feel better now. So, and then Lexi Nair, after commercial break, interviewed Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata, and the Triangle of Madness interrupts and attacks both ladies. And it seems like they want to send a message about becoming the first ever AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. Remember, those belts will be in play soon. Kevin Knight went up against another FTR, that will be Dax Harwood, and Kevin Knight ended up winning that matchup despite the fact that Cash Wheeler and Stokely tried to get involved. And Will Nightingale and Stokely Hathaway arguing after the match. Nightingale grabs Stokely but put him in a suplex, and then Megan Bayne attacks Nightingale, Penelope Ford not far behind, and they joined hands in victory. And I don't know if Stokely Hathaway's hired both Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. Are they members of Stokely's group? Along with FTR, that'd be a lethal team. But that leaves FTR and Megan Bayne joining forces next week against the team of Will Nightingale and Jet Speed. Very interesting situation, to say the least. They had a face-to-face confrontation. Kris Statlander, the current AEW Women's World Champion, and the former champ, the lovely, the gorgeous, the vivacious, the curvaceous and babylicious, yes, timeless Toni Storm. And they did the promo laying, and Toni Storm decided to lay down, and Kris Statlander laid down. Whether he said, this isn't personal, I like you, but I'm going to kick your butt and all that. It's about the title, and Toni Storm knows it's about the title, and then he said, how about this? You and me go one-on-one, no belts, no bells, no nothing. Okay, we'll fight it out. So they're about to get going, and timeless Toni Storm. Well, we're getting ready. As the women two ladies were going at it. Triangle of Madness gets involved. And then Tekla grabs the mic and says, I'm not done with either one of ya. And everybody's going to feel the wrath of the Triangle of Madness. But then Harley Cameron comes out and attacks Tekla from behind. And all six women were brawling at it. And that prompted next week on Collision, the Triangle of Madness in a women's trios match against the team of Kris Statlander, the AEW Women's World Champion, her opponent for WrestleDream, timeless Toni Storm, and Harley Cameron. My two favorite Aussies coming together again. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Tony Khan. You're a good dude. And then they have another trios match at the end in the main event. Actually, Skyflight addresses their loss to Don Callis family. And then Christopher Daniels and Scorpio Sky says, dude, it's all right. It's going to be a learning experience. We'll bounce back from this. We're going to go up against STP. And STP kind of responded. You think you can beat us? You're goofy if we do. And then the main event. Paragon, that's the team of Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, teaming up Orange Cassidy against Rocky Romero, Lance Archer, and Hechicero of the Don Callis family, and Cassidy and Pentagon winning the matchup with the rest of the Don Callis family coming out, with Kyle Fletcher confronting Orange Cassidy. We'll see what happens in that situation. Pretty soon. So, wow. So, yeah, what a day. What a week. And it's over. Okay, so that's it for this episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 2586. Tomorrow we get, Patriots are playing the Bills, and that will be a Sunday night game. I'm going to do that on David's channel, of course. because I'll be up a little later because I don't necessarily need to go, because I don't think the game will be long. I don't think. You're talking about 15 minutes a game, but probably like up to 10:30, 11 o'clock, which is no big deal because that's the time I get to sleep anyways. No big deal, so I can do that. So that's it for this episode of the show. So remember, NXT Showdown's coming up, Monday Night Raw, final Raw before Crown Jewel, and we shall see what happens then. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.